my channel. My name is Ada, your online therapist. So I wanted to talk about a very cool topic. I call it smart dating. I know. Following my last topic about mating, choices, marriage, and so on, I figured why don't we delve into what steps happen before marriage? So, spoiler alert, this is not going to be, I'm going to be throwing in some games. Warning to everyone. If it spoils your game, sorry. It's so hot. I had to get me some chai latte. Thank you, Starbucks. So, guys, I thought that I should discuss smart dating. Smart dating, I know, whenever you put smart in front of something, it almost sounds like e-dating. No, I'm not talking about e-dating. I'm talking dating with a purpose, okay? With the intention to achieve your goal. Just like SMART. That same business acronym, SMART. I believe it's simple, measurable, and so on. Time conscious, stuff like that. Remind me if you don't mind. So smart dating, but I'm not dealing with the acronyms of dating. I'm just saying smart, purposeful, intentional, precision-wise dating. Now, there are two types of dating, or two types of relationships as human beings. Remember in my previous video about mating choices, you have to choose with cognizance of the evolutionary constraints that push us, the evolutionary drives, the evolutionary inbuilt mechanism based on evolution. Now, when it comes to smart dating also takes a leaf off of the evolution and what's happening. But in this case with smart dating, this is where you determine what you want. Now, a lot of women often fall into trouble when it comes to dating and relationships. Women naturally want long-term relationships, naturally, because it involves women would rather be with one partner. Women prefer monogamy. Men, however, are built to want something new, something exciting, something different. If you've ever heard of the Coolidge effect, it's where the former American president and his wife were taking a tour in a chicken coop, and the wife comes across a cock mating with a hen so vigorously, and she's like, make sure the husband, sees that. And then the husband comes around and is like, this is a cock mating with the hen vigorously, and often it happens more than often in a day. And he's like, with the same hen? It's like, no, a different hen. And he's like, tell that to Mrs. Coolidge. So that's where we derive the Coolidge effect. Women want consistency and regular, the same thing. Men want variety. And this is where men tend to cheat. Men tend to have a variety of partners. Men tend to be womanizers. Men tend to have multiple girlfriends. This is not to excuse it, but this is where it's coming from. That this is where polygamy appeals more to men than it does to women, because women just want one man who would provide his resources for her offspring, for her well-being, and for her happiness. Women usually don't like to share their spouses. Women do not like to share their partner. Women do not like to share the resources of their partner. So why am I mentioning all of this? Understanding that for men would prefer short-term relationships. And here's the thing, still taking a cue from the book, The Evolution of Desire by David M. Buss, where when men only want sex, they go for short-term relationships and are willing to have a wider variety of women. But when they have an intention, when men are more skewed towards long-term family upbringing and all that, they skew towards a long-term relationship strategy. And here's the thing, and their mating preference becomes really streamlined and really specific. That's where you hear things like wife material and girlfriend and mistress and all that. See, for a woman in the middle, or a woman in question, being smart about your dating is understanding if you're dealing with a man who is interested in short-term relationship strategy or long-term relationship strategy. If you cannot tell, this is where everything gets messed up. A man with the intention of having short term would you would tell you he's not ready. Let's take it slow. Maybe you're the right girl but the wrong time. All that yada yada stories men tell. A man with a long term strategy already knows what he has in mind and he's looking. So here's the thing, understand that if you mating, smart dating is like going to a university. If you have no course in mind, no discipline, no subject of study you have in mind, you're just going to be floating around from department to department and so on. But if you know what you want, you know the collectives and the major you're going to go for, you know exactly the core subjects you need and the electives and so on, and you focus and you put your head down and you get it done. Not everybody is successful in college. Not everybody finds it interesting. Not everybody. Same thing with dating. It's one hit for some people. It's multiple failures for others. It kiss a lot of frogs. But smart dating helps you minimize the pool that you're swimming in. Yes, they say there's plenty of fish in the ocean, but you're not going to eat the entire fish in the ocean. And even in your small space, when you're fishing, you're not going to be able to reach a radius, maybe 5 meter radius away from you, 10, 15, and so on. So when it comes to smart mating or smart dating, you as a person, men already know. See, this is the difference between men and women. Because men have two dating relationship strategies. When they want short term, they just go for a pretty woman, pretty figure, pretty face, pretty figure, and all the physical attraction. That's what men go for. When men want long term, they go for something more substantial. That means a woman who's going to take care of his children, a woman who's going to take care of his home, a woman who's going to take care of him. Now, in the dating sphere, women always get this mixed or twisted. Sorry. If you are going after a man for long term, you yourself have to be sure about what you want, because a lot of times women just simply go for what's available. A man smiles at you, tells you you're pretty, and all that. Men mostly would flatter when they're seeking short term. That's make her feel good, make her feel loose, make her feel relaxed, and not so uptight and, prissy and all that. But you see, if a woman is determined that the only thing she wants is long-term relationship, it means she's going to vet the men accordingly. It's not going to be pretty boy. It's not going to be XYZ CEO. It's going to be a man specific to what she wants, her needs, and her wants. Smart dating starts first with you, knowing what you want and why. Because what happens is people simply just go with the crowd and date whoever. It's like, oh, maybe it's going to click. You don't go to the market hoping you would find something to spend your money on. That's impulsive. A lot of people go into dating with impulse. You need to be specific. You need to have a goal. When you're going shopping, what are you going to shop for? If you have no target, if you have no objectives for shopping, you're just going to go and blow all your money. It's anything your eyes catch, anything you just get it. At the end of the day, can you really say that this was a productive affair? Was it fruitful? Was it what you wanted? If you have no destination, you will end up just about anywhere. So, smart dating means knowing what you want as a person. I often say women first because men obviously know what they want. Tricky creatures, I would say. Yes. There are a lot of wonderful men out there, and there are a lot of not so wonderful men out there. There are a lot of wonderful women out there, and there are lots of not so wonderful women. So it's both ways. However, society has somehow managed to push women into a corner where it is she who feels that she doesn't have a choice, her biological clock, and so on and so forth. Well, here's the thing. Where women are dealt the biology in terms of childbearing, men are dealt the longevity problem. That means the testosterone a man produces can actually reduce his lifespan if it's overdone. Yes, this is why when a woman is in her masculine energy, she tends to be burnt out quite easily. Men often prefer a peaceful home because testosterone drives them to do more and work and work and work. And once you've exhausted all that energy, all that masculine energy, there's a need for time to recuperate, to gather all your strength back. This is where men seek out a woman who is peaceful, loving, and just caters to his needs. If he finds himself, however, with a relationship with a woman who is loud, precarious, vicarious, and so all carious, he thinks his life has ended. That is why they say a happy wife is a happy home. Quite frankly, literally. So, guys, when it comes to smart dating, there's a lot to be said, but it's always important to seek out. It's like go for a person that shares the same value as you. When you're a woman who's seeking long-term dating, if you don't have specific goals, you will end up in the short term pool. If even when you don't have specific goals and you happen to come across men with long-term relationship strategies, you could end up becoming their placeholder. That means they're still looking. Because at the end of the day, when you go on a date, you're looking for something. The question is, what are you looking for? Note it down, understand what it is, and understand how to identify what it is you're looking for. Smart dating means you know what you want. You can identify what you want if you see it. And of course, you know how to keep it. So guys, having an understanding of what dating strategy or relationship strategy or goal that you have and what you want, it'll help you to kind of sift the broad spectrum of people that you're going to meet. There's a lot of things being said about energy. If you expect good, you will see good. If you expect bad, be ready for it. As much as it's all a bit, non-so physical, however, it's very important to understand. I have this understanding, and I believe it. You attract what you are. So this is not a point of hoping to find a good mate or wishing to find a better partner. You have to do the work internally, because it's not enough to look good externally, physical attraction and all that. It's not enough to look good externally. You have to work on every aspect of you that is key to selecting a good mate, such as your self-esteem, such as your skills, your talents, things that make you a personality. Because faces and places, you will find different faces in different places. But if you go along with the value systems that align with you, you will almost find the same type of people. That means just as you are somewhere in Nigeria, Croatia, Iran, Pakistan, Canada, just as you are an embodiment of yourself, someone looks like you, talks like you, dresses like you, but is not you. However, people who have shared value system will always come together. There's always a meeting place for people with similar values. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video is as informative as I intended, and I will see you on my next video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Toodaloo, and good luck with your dating.